Student, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Hope everyone will fine. I am also fine by the Almighty of Allah. Today we selected a very important topics. Is the chapter 1 is botany, the cell structure and function. We selected a very important topics. This GNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and American scientists J. Morrison and Click described a model about DNA physical structure in 1953, and it's called double helix model. And they also awarded Nobel Prize in 1962 for this discover. 1962, they awarded the means they have the two polynucleotide around each other, and it is the also anti-parallel. And polynucleotide two strand and twist a ladder, like a ladder. And we know that DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid. That means they have deoxyribose and phosphate group. We know that this is also the sugar and the phosphate group and sugar. The 5 carbon sugars with the 5 carbon sugars, and the number 5 and 3, the carbon numbers 5 and 3 is attached with the phosphate group. That means phosphate group is attached 3 and 5 carbon, it attached to the phosphate group. And number 1 carbons is connected with the nitrogen base. There are the two nitrogen base on purine, and pyrimidine base is connected with the sugar carbon 1. So carbon 1 is connected with sugar. So carbon 1 is connected with the nitrogen base. And carbon 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 3 and 5 carbon is connected with phosphate group, and number 1 carbon is connected to nitrogen base. There are two nitrogen base. We know that DNA is consist of two nitrogen base, purine and pyrimidine. Adenine connected with thymine by 2 hydrogen bond. Adenine connected with thymine with 2 hydrogen bond, and guanine connected with cytosine, or cytosine connected with guanine by 3 hydrogen bond. That means they have two nitrogen base group on its purine, on its pyrimidine group. This is the adenine connected with 2 hydrogen bond, connected with thymine by 2 hydrogen group, and guanine or cytosine is connected by 3 hydrogen bond. And that's it. Number 1 carbon of the sugar is connected with nitrogen base, and number 1 carbon is connected with nitrogen base, and number 3 and 5 carbon connected with phosphate group. And then we know that this is the two strand run antiparallelly, 5 to 3, and another strand is 3 to 5. The DNA is runs two polynucleotide strand is antiparallel. One is 5 to 3, another is 3 to 5 strand. And again, we know that adenine is connected with thymine by 2 hydrogen group, and guanine or cytosine connected with 3 hydrogen bond. Then complete strand, the DNA is a complete strand, is 10 nucleotide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the connected with 10 nucleotide, and this is distance 34 Armstrong. 1 Armstrong is 10 to the power minus 10 meter. That means 34 Armstrong. And distance between one to another nucleotide chain, one to another, is 3.4 Armstrong, and diameter of the double helix 20 Armstrong. And it has the two groups. One is major group, another is minor group. It is the minor groups, and it is the major group. This is the two group of DNA. One is major, one is minor groups. And that means we know that double helix model of DNA is very much easy. We know that firstly, we know DNA is the double helix molecule, and this is the two strand polynucleotide strand. One is 5 to 3 strand, its antiparallel strand is 3 to 5 strand. There are two nitrogen base. One is purine, one is pyrimidine. Adenine connected with thymine, always adenine connected with thymine by 2 hydrogen bond, and always guanine or cytosine connected with guanine or cytosine by 3 hydrogen bond. And always sugar is connected number 1 carbon with nitrogen base, and number 3 and 5 carbon always connected with the phosphate group. And always the diameter of the helix is 20 helix, and this is the two groups. One is the minor, another is the major group. And the DNA has a described by Chargaff rules. And Chargaff rules. What is Chargaff rules? The total number or quantity of the adenine and thymine is equal to the cytosine and guanine is called of the Chargaff's rules. So, dear students, today we learned about the DNA, and this is very much important to our human body. We know that DNA contains the gene. A gene is control of our characteristics by making the protein, because DNA is converted into the RNA is called the transcription. RNA content in the protein is the translation. Then is the protein is character control our characteristics. And next class we describe about the DNA replication. Dear students, thank you all. Next topics DNA replication. See you again. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.